are getting another Predator film, and we've just had some casting announcement for this. Well, one cast announcement. Elle Fanning is due to appear in the new Predator film directed by Dan Trachtenberg. This one's actually called Badlands. I love that name for this one. So yeah, not really much news to go into here, just the casting announcement, but I just want to get into something else as well. But before that, yeah, Elle Fanning, been in a few things, was in a really good film that I watched a few years back, The Neon Demon. It's a bit of a weird one, that one, but I am a fan. Elle Fanning is being cast. The premise for Badlands is unknown, but sources indicate that it will not be set in the past like Prey, but instead be set sometime in the future. It is also unknown if, like Prey, this would go straight to streaming, which is another question I want to ask you guys. So first up, I just want to ask you what your thoughts on Elle Fanning getting cast in this one. I think she's a decent actress. Everything I've seen her in, she's been pretty good. This one's going to be set in the future, guys. How are we feeling about this one? Paul, we'll go to you first for this, mate. Elle Fanning, new Predator film, set in the future, but this is not a sequel to Prey. How are we feeling about this new casting news?
I'm not overly familiar with Elle Fanning. I think I only know her from, was she in the Maleficent films? Or maybe just the first one. Was she in them? I think I've seen the thing. I've seen.
Super 8.
Like Super 8, yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. Yeah, Super 8. He was quite young in that, though, I think. Is it Dakota Fanning's sister? Are they related?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, are they? Oh, right.
Yeah. I'm not overly familiar with her, but you know, she's an she's not up and coming. She's been around for a while, but I feel like I'm hearing her name a bit more now. Last couple of years, in terms of a new Predator film, I'll be there day one. They've absolutely smashed it out of the park with Prey. Of course, that did go straight to streaming. You know, I don't know why they did that. Was it just coming off COVID, Prey? Or was it around that time? I mean, like, out of the, you know, The Omen went on the cinema, Planet of the Apes went on the cinema, Aliens is going on the cinema. So I'm hoping this one goes on the cinema, because that was a disservice to Prey. I would have loved to have seen that on the big screen. Yeah. So I think they probably will do it with this one. Yeah, I'm excited for it. More Predator, a futuristic one, which we haven't really seen.
What do they mean by that? What do you think they mean by that?
I don't know. Didn't they really? Did we talk about it a month or two ago, where they were saying like it's sort of like a Blade Runner-y sort of cyberpunk sort of aesthetic that they're going for. I can remember that's what they said. But yeah, I'll be there. If it's the same sort of, even though it's not a sequel to Prey, if it's the same team involved, I'll go check it out.
It's a weird one, because Deadline also released an article along with this one from Variety that was mentioning Elle Fanning's casting. And in this new one from Deadline, it says, as for a sequel to Prey, sources say while it is in early development, Prey 2 is still in the works. And that it would return to the film's original setting, so in the 1700s, with Amber Midthunder potentially returning. So it's a weird one that they've still got that in development while doing this new Predator film as well. But it's the same director as Prey. It's all a bit weird. I don't know if they're gonna sort of connect them in some weird way. I have no idea. So you'd have sort of like a girl from the past meeting a girl from the future, and I don't know. I'm speculating.
Well, it's a little bit like, well, we've got this new Alien film coming out, but aren't they doing a TV series as well for Disney Plus? I'm sure that. So maybe they're just sort of trying to make a universe out of it. You know, like they seem to be doing with everything. Do you know what I mean? The more content there is of it, the more eyeballs on it, sort of thing. I don't know.
Yeah. Andy, what are your thoughts on this new casting announcement, Elle Fanning? Yeah.
Indifferent to. I don't really know her, so indifferent towards it, to be honest, mate. To clarify, is this one called Predator Badlands?
This
Or
one's just
Prey
called
Badlands?
Badlands.
What's this called? Badlands.
It's just Badlands, this one, yeah, but it's a Predator film, not a sequel
Aye.
to Predator.
Right. I've not actually read anything about that, so that was all news to me that it's going to be set in the future and stuff. But yeah, she seems to be an up, like Paul said, she's not like up and coming. She's been about for ages, but she's probably making that transition from kind of youthful kind of child actor. She's 26, child actor into maybe like a more mature leading lady kind of thing. So yeah, I do think it's interesting though that given that she's the first announcement and they've made a big thing about it, that it sounds like it's going to be another female protagonist in what historically has always been an alpha male type, it's a guy's franchise, really, isn't it? So is that just a sign of the times that they've thought, yeah, we've went with a female protagonist, which was reflective of today, a bit more inclusive.
That was a bit trepidatious people with Prey, wasn't it? And she smashed out the park. Everyone was like,
"Oh, that's it." So I'm thinking, are they thinking, let's just continue in that vein, and maybe we'll get even more like eyes on it. Keep the theme with a female protagonist. But yeah, so that's quite interesting. But yeah, the Prey was amazing. So if it's the same team behind it, then I'll definitely be there. Wherever it should be it streaming or in the cinemas.
I think people gave Prey leeway as well, even like the ones with the Bernie eyes, Kathleen women can't be in films and all that. It's like Amber Midthunder's character in Prey just like outsmarted the Predator. There was no like fisticuffs. Like Prey's just got better and better every time I've watched it. I was a little bit like in the mid. I wasn't in the middle. It's just because I love this franchise, so I'm hypercritical when they come out. But once that sort of goes and washes away, like, bloody hell, man, like, I'll watch The Predator every couple of years, you know what I mean? And that is fucking awful film. But, yeah, Tarek, we're getting some new casting news for Badlands. This is a new Predator film, potentially set in the future, not a sequel to Prey, they're saying. Same director as Prey, though, so it's in good hands.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when Prey was coming out, and when they said that it was coming out on streaming, and then after everyone saw it, everyone was like, "Why didn't it come out in cinemas? I would have wanted to seen it in cinemas." Okay, and then it was like I think there was some petitions going around as well, wasn't it? People just made some up. They're saying we want Prey in the cinemas, and there's even some points where people were trying to get permission in some of the independent cinemas to actually show it, just to give it that love. And I watched it a good few times on streaming, and when it came out on physical as well, man, I had to support it and buy it.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of people I know that just out of the film space, just personally, that they went out and bought the film because they were like, yeah, I want to own it. And yeah, I mean, I was so hyped about it as well. I remember when Forbidden Planet was having signing going on, and I managed to go there and meet Dan and Amber Midthunder. They were there actually there, signed the poster and everything.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, it was literally a packed event. You had people there that were just really looking forward to it, and it just delivered on everything. It's just even if you don't know the whole Predator franchise and you just went in blind and you saw this for the first time, I think people would fall in love with it, just because it's the intensity, the setting. How genuine it actually is in regards to the setting, and also when they gave it the different soundtrack as well.
Yes,
that actually that contributed a lot towards it, and it had so many people recognizing the indigenous people. It did a lot for them, and I think for the franchise as well, after the disappointment we had with the previous film. I think it was literally like, if this is going to be shit, just give up. Well, I don't care if you're making any more. It doesn't matter what actor you bring in it. And what's so great about it is Amber Midthunder wasn't really known. She's and the film did so well. So by making one in, and if it is in like a cyberpunk type of setting, it's like gonna be like Predator 2 but futuristic. I mean, with the setting. So you could just imagine the aesthetic that it's gonna be raining down. He's gonna be jumping off them buildings. We're gonna see people with the futuristic weapons. They're going to be, you know, have their own enhancements, and the Predator's going to have a hard time, because if it's set in that era, in the future, like in the future, and people can actually go all cyberpunk on themselves, that it's going to be sick. A lot of room for creativity. And in regards to Prey 2, I reckon that's good, because the thing is, if you do a sequel to Prey, right, and you're going to release it, it's going to be like, right, okay, we have it in this setting. To some people it might get boring. To us, we'll probably fucking love it. But I think it's good the way they're doing it. They're giving us a futuristic take, and then they're going to give a sequel to the one that was released a couple of years ago. You know, just to mix it up a bit. I think that's probably like the strategy that they're kind of going for. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. Especially with the new, especially with the new wave of Predator comics as well, doing really well. I think you know, like Paul said, listen, if this film does well, like the Alien film does well, and then this film comes out and it does really well, people can't really shit on Disney, man. You can't. It's, you know, they interfere, but what company doesn't? But then again, if they know that, you know, they got faith in the people that are going to be delivering, I mean, keep giving it to me, man. Keep giving it to us, as long as it's fucking good. You know, we get the entertainment aspect out of it, and we get another installment to add to the awesome pile of films. You know.
Yeah. Instead of bringing Hugh Jackman back for Secret Wars that he might be in, let's bring him back for a Predator versus Wolverine film, man. Hasn't there just been a comic book that's been recently released?
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to get into that. But yeah, guys, I'll be looking forward to this one. Hopefully, in this future one with Elle Fanning, although I did like the score in Prey, you need to give me that classic Alan Silvestri score. 100%.